NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his sixth season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Mayfield's throw complete to Otten. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. That catch for his career's number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go right back to White here on first down. Down to the 42, second down. The numbers for White a week ago: 21 carries, 64 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Vaughn is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run. Ray McCloud to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's another 49er.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Purdy off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Back to throw, Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Let's dominate this.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown! Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Mayfield steps away to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
first down. Here's White. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. First down, Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Purdy looking to throw.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 45.
McCaffrey on the counter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
37-yard line.
Let's go.
Second and a couple. Purdy now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half.
Let's go. Let's go. What's the deal, y'all?
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We start in the NFC West. Seattle heading down the coast.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
McLeod now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
Now Purdy. Flushed out right. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy. And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The previous play is under review.
Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Oh, you ain't seen it like this. Let's do this, man.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mustang 19. Curve 19.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Pushes him over, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that. You're going to control an inside running game.
He had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film.
Let me see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield on play action. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
And this one is right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now 2nd and 3. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to McLeod. Touchdown, 49ers! Ray McLeod, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Mayfield and the Bucs down 21-13, a little under 1:50 remaining. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Mayfield. That's complete to Otten. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Mayfield. Finds White. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Here's Baker. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield.
at the Niners' 27-yard
Oh,
line.
and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
The Niners take over first.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Here we go, shot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Come on. Check, Bobcat.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
What was that, man?
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
They had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Throwing is Perkins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the 49ers, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.